How you doing there, bucko? Good to see ya. Also, hola, señorito. Ay, 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 lico, lico. Welcome to the Vangino Predicament, easily the least racist show ever, because the only white people we make fun of are Canadians, who, as everyone knows, are the Filipinos of whites. That's right, it's Race Science Day at the Vangino Predicament, and this time we're not just watching the Star Wars prequels. George Lucas sent me a very strongly worded email. Turns out he is not the kind of chill bro you might think. Anyway, Canada and Mexico have decided to start a trade war. They started it, it's all their fault, and our duly elected president, and many are saying God King with the kind of golden bioluminescent glow, I'm a moderate centrist on him, Donald Trump. He has already won the trade war that he didn't even start. And so now everything's going to be cheaper, which is both the most important issue of all time, and also if you mention it, you're gay. Stop it. And right by Donald Trump's side is his best buddy Elon Musk, who is in fact not president. And if you say that, you're being ableist. Elon Musk is slashing federal budgets, getting rid of all the pork in the Senate, so now it's finally kosher. You're welcome, L'chaim. We're gonna invade Israel soon. So with 3 more states, Canada and Mexico and Gaza, and let's make it 4 and finally have North Dakota be a state, I think Donald Trump can easily win the 2028 election in a 54-state landslide. Now, some say it's unconstitutional, but how could Donald Trump not serve a 3rd term when in fact he's only getting younger every day? It's called Benjamin buttoning. Science can't explain it. Anthony Fauci tried to study it, and he went mad from the sheer beauty, and now he's trans. Everything is great, nothing is wrong. America is what many are calling a thriving and growing empire. I am anti-war, anti-inflation, and pro-America. But unless we invade a number of other countries, then all of your eggs and milk are going to be $20 a gallon or pound or quint or what, I don't know, whatever. The point is your French toast is going to be unaffordable, and that is easily America's favorite meal. We'll do more cooking segments later, probably, maybe, we'll see what the algorithm says, when the show starts right on the hour. Howdy, gang. My name is Steve Vangino, and this is a political show where we discuss politics, and more importantly, culture, which many say is nature's politics. And it's been proven via a series of charts and sometimes even pie graphs that watching this show will make you as smart as anyone who audited an entire political science class at Harvard, or at least Tallahassee Community College. How do I keep this show so informative? The trick is I'm not a partisan hack, unlike all of those in the mainstream Democratic Party owned by Democrats. I'm a moderate centrist, a bit of a milquetoast fence sitter. I don't take a side. And that's hard to do because the right wing is always correct about everything.
It's tough, but somehow I manage.
Valentine's Day is right around the corner. And fellas, what are you gonna get your lovely partner, who better be a woman, for Valentine's Day? I think I got some ideas. Ladies, leave the room. You don't need to watch this. You already know what you're gonna get your man. You'll just wear that lingerie you bought on clearance at Target, and then he gets to look at your butthole once. Fellas, your woman of bare minimum 18 years old or 16 years old in like half the country, they are desperate for a great gift this Valentine's season. They want to have sex with you in exchange for a present. Remember, all sex is transactional. Write that down. So let's make this the year that we finally get her a Vangino Predicament t-shirt. These things are loved by women. You can tell because that's a woman and she's wearing one. If someone asks you, hey, what's a woman? Just say anyone who buys a Vangino Predicament t-shirt. We've got great designs like, future trad wife. Or, of course, I'm not trans, check my genitals. That's fashionable and useful. Or you surprise her with a voting rights are for fat chicks shirt. There's also the, I'd rather be having sex with Steve Vangino, open parentheses, or fishing, close parentheses. Only get that if your wife loves fishing. There's also, of course, a plain white t-shirt, nothing on it. Get a 3-pack of those for $12.99. Great deal. And finally, we have, you guessed it, a t-shirt with the Norbit poster on it. Okay, there might have been some overstock on that one. The studio greatly overestimated the appeal of the film Norbit, but we passed the savings onto you.
There will be no savings and you will pay full price. You're welcome.
So head on over to stevevongino.com/Valentine's shirt /this is guaranteed to get you laid /Spencer's gift overflow and use code you buy the shirt to take it off because there's boobs under there to save no money at all. But we will send you an extra shirt. It will be 7XL. It will be a Big Johnson's Marines t-shirt, which technically speaking is stealing double valor. Speaking of Big Johnson's, Donald Trump, I never think about his penis, and you're weird for even suggesting that. He's the president now, and his vice president is, of course, Elon Musk. Do I have that right? Oh, I do? Great. They've been fixing America, both home and abroad, and thank God for that, because we used to have some real problems around here. We had an invasion at the southern border, which was driving grocery prices through the roof. We also had an invasion at the northern border, which is why planes kept crashing. We also had many additional invasions at several other borders that resulted in dogs as well as cats being eaten and oftentimes severely under-seasoned.
You'd think Haitians would at least add jerk sauce. Wait, that's Jamaicans. I apologize for nothing.
Much like a drunken prom girl and/or the only woman at an anime convention, America has been taken advantage of repeatedly. Other countries are using us for our military protection and our powerhouse economy and our Chinese food. We're also the only country to make blockbuster musicals, but no more! Donald Trump announced on Monday of this week, which in itself was a brilliant strategic move because these European-style countries usually take 3-day weekends. He said that he would be enforcing an extremely strict 20% tariff on all goods coming to and from Mexico and/or Canada. Maybe both? What if there was a kind of salsa poutine? Honestly, that's not a bad idea. That one's mine. Cut this out of the video. These targeted and extremely masculine-coded tariffs led many in the disgusting lamestream media to ask a number of questions, such as what and how come and Donald Trump, can you explain to us what you think a tariff is? And he would have answered all of these questions thoroughly and in order, but he thankfully didn't have to, because Mexico and Canada immediately caved to all of his demands like the little beta bitches they are.
He threatened to airdrop in Elon Musk and they knew they couldn't deal with that dump truck chest.
Mexico agreed to send 100,000 or possibly some other number troops to the southern border, and also to stop pressing the button that makes illegal immigrants from Honduras sleep with your wife. And Canada agreed to have Justin Trudeau step down a few months ago, and also to add a few of their own troops to the border to stop all of the Canadian immigrants, many of which, of course, were cast members from Kids in the Hall. The art of the deal, ladies and gentlemen. It's all happening right here. America is back, now more than ever before. In addition to gathering new territory, which is what it's called when one other country agrees that you win and then the other country agrees to show their butthole to you because you won so hard. It is Valentine's Day. After all, they're also slashing spending. Thanks to Elon Musk and his Department of Doge, and the D in Doge stands for department, so it's kind of like redundant, you know, like how ATM machines are technically called automated transit machines, wacky stuff. They have made it so that your tax dollars are no longer going to transgender surgeries in any other country. Unless you consider Israel blowing off Palestinian dicks to be transgender surgeries, in which case, oh boy, we are going to pay for a lot of those. Now, part of this is, of course, letting the MIT young Republicans into the Department of the Treasury and having them just put random USB sticks into things and then smiling and saying stuff like, heckin' based, kick. But how do you know they're not fixing all the money? A lot of which have been put into welfare and therefore broken. And also, remember how bad we won against all the countries with the tariffs and the whatnot and the things? All right, Mexico and Canada agreed to stop doing the cartels and the fentanyl, and also we're going to get to kill Wayne Gretzky on national TV, don't you know? So America is on top. And just generally speaking, stop asking so many questions.
Just be happy they're still letting you watch the Super Bowl.
Everything is fine. Nothing's wrong. And in unrelated news, you might want to stock up on all your groceries and lumber and any other things you need. Do we still sell those food buckets? You know, for those weird psycho doomsday prepper guys, the kind of dudes that seem really into the apocalypse because then they get to have a bunch of 15-year-old wives in gingham dresses. Yeah, those guys are about to have the time of their lives. Anyway, buy some food buckets. Also, we got one more t-shirt. This one says, moderate centrists do it on both sides. Good stuff. Buy those shirts and you're legally guaranteed sex. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Love you all. Like and subscribe. Hit all the buttons below I'm on TikTok. I'm on Instagram. I'm on, well, I was going to say I'm on YouTube, but you're watching me on YouTube right now, so it's not the best advertisement. It's kind of like when you go see a movie at AMC theaters and they make you watch that Nicole Kidman commercial for going to an AMC. And I'm like, I'm literally the demographic you least need to convince to go to I'm currently sitting in an AMC. Most importantly, ladies and gentlemen, I am on patreon.com. Patreon.com/The Vongino Predicament. For $5 a month, you get exclusive bonus content, an additional episode every single week, access to raw footage. You get to vote in polls. And most importantly, you get an executive producer credit. Oh my God. All of these people, they're the only ones who are still going to get to have bank accounts. Nobody else. We're going to be done with it after this, which honestly, probably for the best. If you ask me, probably for the best if no one has a bank account anymore. So we're doing good. America's killing it. God, just everything's coming up United States. So thanks for watching, guys. I got more stuff coming your way right soon. And until next time.
Seriously, what's wrong with Elon Musk's chest? There's something happening there.
Shut up and sit down.